Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in France making chocolate eclairs. Firstly we're going to make our custard. For this we're going to need 50 grams of caster sugar, 2 egg yolks, 4 teaspoons each of corn flour and normal flour and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. To your bowl add your sugar, your egg yolks, your vanilla. Whisk this together with a hand whisk. Then add in your mixed flours, a teaspoon at a time, combining each time until you have a paste that looks like this. To a pan on the hob, add 300 milliliters of milk and heat until it's almost boiling. Then pour this into your custard paste, bit by bit, stirring each time until you have this sort of liquid. Now add this back to your pan and cook over high heat for 5 minutes until it forms a thick custard, stirring constantly with a wooden spoon. Should look like this when it's finished. Now cover this with cling film and make sure the cling film is touching the surface of the custard all the way around to prevent a skin from forming on top of the custard. We're going to make our choux pastry. For this we're going to need 140 grams of flour, a pinch of sugar and salt, 100 grams of butter and 125 ml of milk. Firstly, put together your dry ingredients into your bowl. Sift your flour, a pinch of sugar and a pinch of salt. To a pan on the hob, add your 100 grams of butter and 125 milliliters of milk and gently heat this until all of the butter has melted and there's no lumps of butter. Then bring this to the boil. When it boils, add your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients and make sure the heat is turned off. Beat until you have a smooth dough that comes away from the sides of the pan like this. Then transfer this to a large dinner plate and spread out to cool until it is cool enough for you to touch with your hand. Then add this back into the pan, and now you're going to want to add eggs one at a time, up to 4, but each time add it, beat it, and you'll know when you have enough egg when the mixture reluctantly drops off the spoon. I ended up adding 3 in total. And this is what my mixture looked like when it was done. It's a really nice smooth kind of consistency that you're looking for. Now fill a piping bag or a syringe with a 1 centimeter wide round nozzle with your mixture and pipe out your long shape, eclair-like shapes. I managed to fit 18 on my first sheet. Then on my second sheet I managed to get 12, which means this recipe makes around 30 eclairs. So make sure your oven is preheated to gas box 7, 220 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Put your first batch into the oven, and as soon as it goes in, turn the temperature down to gas 6, 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. For 25 minutes, take them out of the oven and poke holes in each one, then put them back in the oven for 5 more minutes just to dry out. Then put your next batch in and put 300 milliliters of double cream into a large jug and beat this until it has the consistency of a whipping cream. Now beat your custard until there are no lumps in it and pour this into your double cream. Fold the 2 of these together, trying not to poke the air out of the double cream. Now they're all combined together, you can put these into your piping syringe or bag and pipe this mixture into each one of your eclairs until they are heavy, and you'll that means they're full. Repeat for the rest of those eclairs, and then when your next batch come out, poke a hole in them and put them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. After they've been back in the oven for 5 minutes, pipe the same mixture into each of these. If you don't have quite enough mixture, you can use a bit of jam if you have any spare ones that haven't got any filling. Now melt 25 grams of butter and 100 grams of plain chocolate that are broken into bits. You can do this in the microwave, or you can do it in the hob like I am. When it's melted, it should look like this. To this you're going to want to add 75 ml of double cream and a tablespoon of icing sugar, and combine these until you have a shiny liquid like this. Put this into a wide bowl and then dip your eclairs into this one by one until they're all coated on top. Now put these in the fridge to cool until they're soft. This recipe does take a long time and a lot of effort, but it's certainly worth it. These are an amazing treat. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.